that bugs them in the midst of a very busy suburb like Mayfair, which is semi-industrial, and there is noise all around in any event, terrible traffic, congestion, and other air and, audio pollutants. Why focus on the Athaan, which is a very, very important element in the life of a Muslim? Ricky Nayu, good morning. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, Assalamu alaikum, and morning to viewers. Julie, I just want to correct you there. I am not the ward councillor. I'm actually a community activist and community leader in the Greater Mayfair area.
I do apologize. I'm going to slap my controller, my producer, on his wrist for typing out the wrong information. Sorry about that. Hopefully, you know what, that's maybe a dream of yours that might be fulfilled. You may become a ward councillor at some point.
Inshallah, I am running in the upcoming election.
There you go. Thumma. Okay, Ricky, what's this all about? Who are the people that are complaining and why? For goodness sake, why?
Okay, to me, 2 weeks ago, we have at Kanka in our area, on St. Just Avenue in Mayfair West.
Sorry, just repeat that again. 2 weeks ago.
At Kanka. I think you know.
Oh, yes, Athaan. Yes, right.
Athaan, that's in the area.
Right.
And it was brought to my notice that there was a complaint by a resident against the high volume of the Athaan. And subsequently, they were issued a notice by the city officials, but not to lower the volume, but to shut the Athaan down.
Mm.
And when it was brought to my notice, I thought this was a one-off thing. We sorted out, got all of the officials of the Kanka, and was busy trying to get all of officials of the city. When it came to my notice that other masjids were issued notices to stop the Athaan. And it just happened that I next day had to meet our ward councillor, brought it to his attention, and a meeting has been set up for tomorrow with the officials of the city to find a solution to this problem.
All right. When you have a situation like this, now I know you're not the councillor, you are a councillor in the making, inshallah. As an activist, or even if even if the council is involved, do you have the privilege of knowing how many people and who are the people that have lodged this complaint? Not that you're going to go and strong arm them or anything, but simply to understand the dynamics, where it's coming from, why there's this complaint. You kind of want to try and understand just how you can try and come together and work together for it not to get to a point where the Athaan is shut down completely.
Okay. Julie, from my knowledge, it's only one complainant. It's only one complainant, so it's not a lot of people complaining. I just want to tell you that this area that's been targeted, Mayfair West, is now predominantly a Muslim area.
Exactly.
20, 25 years ago, it used to be predominantly a white area. The demographics has changed. But we've never had a complaint. We've had one complaint in the past. I think it was about 12, 14 years ago against the one masjid. And it wasn't against the Athaan. It was against the loudness, the volume of the Athaan. And we then subsequently spoke to the officials from the masjid, spoke to the complainant, and it was resolved. So this issue that suddenly popped his head has got us all frustrated and shocked, because living in a community where there's a lot of religious tolerance, I live a street away from the masjid, but on the same street, about 500 meters down is a mandir. And there's a lot of tolerance, there's a lot of respect for each other. So this is like, it's just taken us by surprise.
Okay, so given what you've just indicated, the demographics have changed in that area, which I'm aware of as well. There's a very huge, very large number of Muslims living in the area. Surely you have a very strong case to argue. Perhaps a couple of hundred Muslim families in the area, if not a couple of thousand, or close on to 1,000 or 2,000 Muslims in the area, as compared to one solitary complaint.
You're correct, Julian. At the moment, we are not aware of who is the complainant, and like you say, we don't want to spam. I mean, I think sometimes people complain out of ignorance. I think I like to believe that these officials have acted out of ignorance, because I think if these officials truly have an understanding of our religion, the importance of the Adhan in our religion, and I think also they have an understanding of our constitution. Our constitution guarantees us our right to freedom of our religion. So
Alhamdulillah.
we're hoping that tomorrow when we meet with them with some religious education, and we resolve the issue, and it doesn't have to be escalated to a stage of protest and legal seeking legal access in the court. So
In a,
inshallah, it will be sorted.
in a situation like this, uh, does the complainant actually attend the meeting and state his or her case?
No, no. How the city operates with these noise and pollution complaints, a person can just phone in and lodge a complaint, and then the city is then the officials have to carry out an investigation. This is what we'd like to know. Did they do the proper investigation? Did they consult with with the masjid committee? Did they consult with local community leaders? None of this has been done. So this
And,
it seems to be a bit heavy-handed on the part of the city.
right. Okay. So at the meeting tomorrow, obviously, you will state the case in terms of being very negotiable, to the point where I should imagine the brothers and sisters living in the area will be quite happy if the point of negotiation would be that perhaps the volume could be turned down, but not to completely muffle the azan, to stop them the azan completely.
Yeah, totally correct, Julie. I must agree that certain of the masjids, the volumes are high, excessively high, and they want to outdo each other, which is not acceptable as well, because as much as we are a large majority and the majority in the community Muslim, we also have non-Muslims, so we also have to be tolerant. And I think that a lot of the leadership, even from the Jamiat, have agreed that the volumes need to be controlled. So that we can talk about. But in no ways as Muslims are we going to accept that the azan will be totally muffled. And as I said before, and I'll say it again, then they've got to fight on their hands, because you're now threatening our religion and our religious life.
Absolutely. And please do call in to let us know how it has gone. What is the process, very quickly? You meet tomorrow, and is it a long drawn out process for the powers to be to decide whether they shouldn't go ahead with this? And then whom and how do they give feedback to you as the activist in the masjid community, and to the complainant as well?
Okay, what happens? We meet with the officials tomorrow. So these are city officials from the Department of Noise Pollution and Noise Control. A decision of this nature, which would impact not only this ward, because if this has to be rubber stamped by the city, it will impact across the city of Joburg, and we have a large Muslim community. So this has not been brought to the mayoral committee or to the full council, full sitting of the council. This has just been taken on by civil bureaucrats who've just acted on one complaint.
Right.
So we're hoping to stop it right there. And we will then, of course, get back onto the media and through social media and notify our community of what's the outcome. But I'm hoping for a favorable outcome, because otherwise, like I said, it's going to be a long fight. We've got access to the courts, but before that, I'll be looking for a political solution. And I can tell you, with the election coming up, no political party wants to actually do this to their voters. Yeah.
Tell these officials or these bureaucrats to start cleaning up the streets. I mean, our streets are absolutely littered. It's a shame. We're supposed to be one of the leading. Well, Johannesburg is supposed to be the New York of Africa, but look what it looks like.
You're totally right, Julie. And the Ward 58, and I know you know the ward.
Yep.
We grew up here. Right. As young kids, we were young, and now we've gone old, and we know what is happening to this world. And why then use this kind of energy and resources when we have such big issues? I mean, the dirt, the grime, the overcrowding, the slum loading. I can go on and on about lack of bylaws in this ward. So let's not go down there. All I'm saying, I think the city needs to open their eyes I will escalate this to the mayoral office if I have to. I know I tried to get hold of the mayor the moment I heard about this. Unfortunately, he's been hospitalized with COVID. So hopefully the councillor of our ward will be present tomorrow and we will find a way forward.
Inshallah.
I'm confident that we will.
Inshallah, Ameen. Please do keep us posted. Thank you indeed for your time and go well. We'll be holding thumbs. No, we won't be holding thumbs. We'll be making a big dua, inshallah, that it's resolved amicably. Shukran for your time. Salaam alaikum to you.
Wa alaikum salam.
That was Ricky Nair. He's a community activist in Ward 58, talking about the muzzling or obviously there's been a complaint that the Mayfair West Masaajids need to stop broadcasting Athaan on the loudspeakers. So we will be watching that closely. 8:45 exactly, time for us to pay the rent. When we get back, we're going to be talking to Daddy Mabi of the C19 People's Coalition Cash Transfers Working Group.
A strip of land with over 2 million people blockaded for 13 years. Healthcare is on its knees, food is scarce, and water is inadequate. COVID has wreaked havoc in the lives of the people of Gaza. 53% of the population live below the poverty line. 80% of Gaza relies on external aid to survive, and 20,000 children are now orphans. The future is bleak. Please, don't forget Gaza. Donate now to Islamic Relief.
Looking to get your kick? Kiki's have now reopened on 235 Matthews Maiwa Road in Durban. Head on over for the taste with Kick. We offer something scrumptious for everyone in the family. Wraps, chicken tikka, burgers, tender grills, mocktails, milkshakes, and so much more. Corporate and events catering available. Visit our social media pages for more info or call 031 209 0119. Kiki's, the taste with Kick.
Don't be